Hey everybody, just wanted to bring you a video today. I'm running a couple of days past uh, my original plans, of getting you a video out. The I was getting on the internet the other day to do my video, and I noticed that I had a Windows update that needed to be installed. Well, the Windows update was is a feature update. It's Windows 10 version 1909. Now, I already had that that update on this laptop, or so I thought, but I guess I didn't. I have it on both the desktops here in the house, and when upgraded those, there was no problem. Everything went off without a hitch. But when I went to do the laptop here, everything, the Windows update downloaded, installed, computer restarted, everything seemed to be on the norm there. Well, I got ready to go back to doing my business and making a video when the first, I always run a short video and then I stop it and then I go in there and check the video out just to make sure that it looks good and sounds good and everything's okay with it. But when I checked the video out, I noticed that there was barely any audio. I mean, it sounded like I was whispering. I'm like, well, what's happened? It's been doing a good job. So I went into the audio settings and I played around with a few things and was sure that that was going to fix the problem. Run another test video. Same problem. I mean, I had my microphone at 100%. I had the gain way up. I mean, the boost, it just was not recording the audio. So I tried and tried, and so I went into my Windows update, and I said, okay, I'll run Windows update. Maybe there's a driver issue on the audio part of the. I have a Realtek audio card in this laptop, so I run Windows update, and I kept getting errors, and it kept telling me that it can't do anything. There's and it gave me the little number. It always gives you a code to look up on the internet if it runs into a problem. So I went up on the internet and I run that code and I looked up everything, and oh my gosh, what I learned just blew my mind. I mean, I had heard about this version of Windows 10 having problems last year, and a lot of people had forced it onto their computer and they ran into all sorts of problems and had to roll back their update, and then Microsoft pulled it. Well, they were supposed to patch everything, and like I said, I had two desktop computers here in the house that never ran into a hitch. I've helped friends update their desktop computers and never a problem. I don't have any clue why I have run into all these problems. But having a look here, I just want to warn you that part of the problem here is, it doesn't show here, but part of the problem is the Realtek sound cards. I must have had an older driver in here, and so when it updated, it had a conflict with the drivers. Even though I updated to a newer driver, it still didn't fix the problem. But if you're running into this problem, audio issues, microphone issues, even here it says Avast. If you have Avast virus software or AVG, basically some of the free stuff that's out there. In my opinion, Windows 10's got a really good virus protection built right in, so I wouldn't advise to download AVG or Avast. I mean, you're going to get about the same protection on any of these free softwares. But anyways, back to the subject. But okay, so I kept trying to run this Windows update, kept getting errors. So I knew that only left one thing for me to do, and that was to roll back to the previous version of Windows 10. And so I think it was 1903, as it shows right here. But okay, so when I tried to roll back, it kept getting problems. It just wouldn't roll back. I mean, it was like restore points wouldn't work, nothing wouldn't work. And I'm like, oh no, please don't make me have to do a fresh install of Windows. So, because I had just gone through that not too long back, and due to a malware problem, that's another video. But anyway, so I went into this. You all know what it is. It's the let me find it here. I went into this recovery thing, and that went to the reset this PC. When it wouldn't let me just roll things back, basically I had to reset everything. It took me a while. I run that. This particular laptop here, it has a hard drive. It hasn't been. I need to update it and put an SSD in there, so that slowed things down. But once I got everything rolled back, and then I put I set up the Windows 10 1909, strangely enough, reinstalled on there. So I had to set it all back up again. But the thing is, it took me a while. I had to put all my browsers and all that back in here. One of the things that caused me on this go around was I'm still having this high CPU usage here. I mean, even when my computer's at idle, nothing running, it's just running at about at least 50%, 40 on the average. Well, I went into Microsoft here and tried to figure out what was causing this issue. And I mean, well, it turns out that one of the problems is Cortana. So if you're having problems where your CPU is spiking and you're using a lot of memory, and you seem to be running a little bit warm there, I would recommend going in there and disabling Cortana. I have it disabled, but according to everybody else, it would help to just disable Cortana. But it doesn't seem to be helping in my issue. I'm going to have to come back later with another video after I reinstall everything. Oops, sorry about that. And find out what in the world's the problem. I mean, memory usage is pretty high. I mean, GPU's running strong. It's just something's really causing me a problem here. But the main reason I wanted to make this video is just to warn you that be careful. If you download this update and you start running into a lot of problems, it's gonna be a headache. I would just wait until it pops up on your Windows update on its own. If you go in there, there's some pretty foul language there, but I would go on there and wait until it pops up on its own, and don't force it. Don't go in there and say check for updates, and you see the Windows 10 feature updates 1909 version. Just let the computer do it on its own. Don't go in there and install it. I hope this has been a help to some of you, and some of you know about it. This has been going on for quite some time, and I thought that everything was, that Microsoft had patched these bugs and had everything back to normal again, but evidently not. But I'll update y'all in the future, let you know what's going on, and I appreciate you dropping by. If you can, give me a like. I'm new on YouTube, and And the only way I'm going to get known to anybody or get recognized and my videos watched, I'm going to have to go on recommended. I don't have that many subscribers, and you know, so the only way to get on the recommended videos is to get lots of likes, shares, comments. You know, just do what you can, and I would appreciate it. I've been on YouTube since I mean, not making videos, but I've been watching YouTube videos since there was a YouTube. And I have a lot of subscriptions and a lot of people that, you know, they're kind of like part of my daily life. I like watching them. And, but, you know, I always give them a like. I mean, if I don't agree with them, I'll give them a dislike. I mean, you know, that's to be expected. This is not a perfect world where you get patted on the back for everything you do. So if you're disappointed with the video, give it a dislike. You know, I'll try to fix whatever it is I was doing wrong there, and you know, hopefully you'll come back and check the next video out, and I'll get that thumbs up from you. But I really appreciate y'all watching the video, and I'm gonna try to make some big major improvements in the future, and hopefully as I make more videos, I'll do a better job at it. But thanks again. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.